Galnet News, your galaxy in focus, 20th of February, 3301. In today's news, Federal President Halsey orders an attack on Nijotec. Admiral Vincent on the situation in Banki and BD 032338. The Volungu Blight continues its spread unchecked. Progress on the voyage of Jaques Starport and its cyborg barman. And news from the 37th almost annual St. Valentine's Day Regahtta. Our top story today, an attack on Nijotec. In a shock announcement issued this morning, President Halsey has ordered an all-out assault on the Nijotec region. In her address to the Federation, President Halsey had this to say on the matter. For too long, the Nijotec syndicate have been preying on the weak, innocent and infirm. I stand before you today to tell you that the Federation will not stand idly by while a supposedly legitimate independent nation abuses its own people. These openly criminal states are nothing more than self-serving parasites that have no place in our greater galactic society. Let the liberations of Nijotec, Banki and BD 032338 serve as warnings to any tin pot dictators that think they can send their own little slices of civilization back to the Dark Ages. Nijotec is a small system that acts as a permanent home to just 21,500 people. In the past, it was well known for its rich mineral deposits, although the system has since begun to be strip mined to the point where the local refineries are currently exporting very little produce. The recession in the region and the subsequent abandonment of the sector's 2 outposts by the Lichen Moon Mining Corporation provided fertile ground in which the criminal group known as the Nijotec Syndicate were able to stretch and grow. An update on the conflict in Banki and BD 032338 now. Following the Federation's success in routing the rebel forces from Banki and BD 032338, Admiral Vincent has declared his intention to follow the invaders of BD 032338 back to their own homes. I think the message is clear, Admiral Vincent declared at a press conference earlier today. We will not allow terrorists to break our laws or brainwash our people. The Polo Hakuna raiders and those like them need to learn that their actions have consequences. The Federation will not sit idly by and let the infections of chaos and anarchy spread and fester. The Admiral went on to say that he would reveal plans as to the nature of the Federation's foray into Polo Hakuna shortly. An update now on the spreading Volungu Blight. Despite a valiant effort by medical staff working aboard afflicted stations in Leaden, LHS 3505 and Forbade, the illness known as Volungu Blight has managed to evade all attempts to contain it. In an attempt to combat the spread of the Blight, a rapid response team has been set up aboard Effingerport Station in the Forbade system. This team will be working around the clock to find a cure, but they can't do it alone. Dr. Miriam Fletcher, head of the Forbade CDC, has requested that anyone shipping basic medicines divert to Effingerport in order to donate the supplies needed to stop the Blight before it manages to spread any further. Some news of the Jaques Starport's intrepid trip across the galaxy. After a week of wandering in HIP 110620, the Jaques Starport is now making its way through HIP 110079. Galnet is still no closer to learning the reason behind the station's unexpected return, nor can we ascertain where the cyborg barman's ultimate destination may be. A number of well-known commanders from all walks of life have been seen coming in and out of Jaques, which is fast becoming a popular night spot among young thrill-seekers from the Empire, Federation, and Alliance alike. Now that his self-imposed exile has finally come to an end, Jaques appears to be content to simply wander the stars in the company of a people he once called his own, accompanied by the booming sound of a dark electric beat. Some news now from the St. Valentine's Day Regahtta, which was won by Commander Samuel Drachyr. When asked how this commander managed the win, Sam had this to say. A bad pilot is controlled by their ship. They are surprised all the time because their mind is in harmony with neither ship nor surroundings. A good pilot controls their ship. They are surprised only half the time because they know the limits of their ship so well that it becomes part of them, directed by the pilot's will without conscious effort, like a limb. I strive to go beyond that. I scout my route until I own it. I make it part of me. I do my thinking in advance, so when I fly on the day, there is no mind, no ship, no pilot that exists as separate entities. My hands move, yet in a way it feels like they are steady, inevitable, and it is instead the universe itself that is moving. Once again, that's comment there from Commander Sam Drakier, champion of the 37th almost annual St. Valentine's Day Regahtta. That's the Galnet news for today. Tune in next time to keep your galaxy in focus.